Hey everyone, welcome to part 7 of my Demonbrandt Kills Only run of Demon Souls. Now, I was contemplating doing Prison of Hope next, because by turning this area pure black right from the start, I would be able to kill the Black Phantom version of Lord Riddell. However, I would then have to play on all the way through Latria until I got to the Sodden Ring. Otherwise, if I didn't do that, I would have to turn this area pure black twice, and that would use up all of my stones of ephemeral eyes. Whereas, if I go to Boleteria first, I could turn Boleteria pure black, kill Executioner Miralda, which is the Black Phantom that appears at the start of Boleteria when it's in a pure black world tenancy, and then I would still have enough stones left to come back to Latria and turn the Prison of Hope pure black and kill Lord Riddell, and then play all the way through until I get the Sodden Ring. The Sodden Ring's later on, it's in Upper Latria, but it's an absolutely essential item if I'm going to be able to kill the Black Phantom in the Valley of Defilement. So I must go through and, in pure black world tenancy, get the Sodden Ring before doing the Valley of Defilement. So yeah, it's all kind of obvious when you think about it. I only have so many stones and I have to use them in the right order, and the right order is definitely Boleteria first, Latria second. Here's how this works. I've already killed the Phalanx here, and I've already killed the Tower Knight further on. Those two boss kills have increased the world tendency here towards pure white. Now, if I were to use the Stones of Ephemeral Eyes right now to try to reduce world tendency, I would have to basically use them all to make up for having killed those bosses. But what I can do is old King Doran. He has a big impact on world tendency if he gets killed. He basically is worth 2 bosses. He's worth the equivalent of 2 bosses. So if you kill old King Doran, the world tendency will shift in the opposite direction to what would have happened if you killed 2 bosses. So by killing old King Doran now, that will basically reset this whole world to neutral. And from there, I should only need to use 3 stones to turn it to pure black. And that will leave me plenty of stones then to go back to the Prison of Hope and turn Latria pure black. The trick though is I have to kill old King Doran, and he's no joke early game. Although that said, with the way I plan to kill him, he might actually be a bit of a joke. And that's because I plan to basically cheese him to his death to turn him into a joke. The reason for that is he's very tough at this stage of the game. Early game fighting King Doran, old King Doran, is like very, very difficult. He can one-hit kill you easily. I could beat him by dodging through his attacks and backstabbing him in the same way that I did in my fist-only playthrough. So if you want to see a legit fight against him, you can see it in that. This time though, I want to do a Storm Ruler cheese on him, which involves basically knocking him back and away from the mausoleum until I get into a position where he can fall to his death. And I want to do that because I've seen someone do that before in a video, and I think it looks hilarious, and I want to have a shot at doing that. I've beat him legit before. I've also cheesed him with backstabs, so now I want to knock him to his death too. Okay, so the first stage of this is to get his health down below 25%. You can see his health bar there is full. So my guess is once you leave this area and go to a different world, any damage you've previously done on him will be reset. So I have to get him down to 25%. I'll get 25% of his health off, and then after that hit him a couple of times to make him aggro. Then once he aggroes, I'm going to run away and get him to follow me. And then when I get him out into the open area near where the catapults are, I'm going to switch my weapon to Storm Ruler. And then I'm going to use Storm Ruler's knockback ability to knock him across the map until I can knock him to his death. Alright, he's announced he's going to get angry now, so time to run. And lead him out to the catapult area. Oop, I went too far. Now he's gone all passive, so I'm safe to stand in front of him without worrying about him hitting me. And with Storm Ruler, all I have to do now is attempt to knock him through all the gaps all the way to the end of this so I can knock him off the platform. I've never done this before, but this was another reason why I did Storm of Shrines right through to the Storm King before coming here, because I really wanted to get Storm Ruler and have a shot at doing this. I'd seen chatter about how this works and really wanted to give it a try for myself, and it's hilarious. It's working perfectly too. Well, it's pretty hard to try and hit him in the angle you want, but still pretty funny. No, not that way. Oop. From what I understand, there's two ways to do this. One, you can knock him all the way to the stairs that I came up from below and knock him off those stairs, so directly straight ahead, basically all the way through that door at the end and down. And the other is to knock him down to where the crossbow is, and apparently if he lands on the wall or something, he will just walk right off. So I think I'll try that one, since the hole in the wall to do that is just ahead, and that seems like it will be the quicker way. I don't want to do this forever, but I'm still happy I'm doing it. It's hilarious. This might be one of my favourite glitches in a boss fight ever. Alright, maybe get him now. It's very hard to get the right angle, but so close. There he goes. But not to his death. Alright, he's still alive. Maybe I can knock him off in here, since there's stairs in here. Maybe... Oh, and there's an enemy. Oh, and the enemy hit him. There he goes. Beautiful. Yeah, he's dead. That's hilarious. And I really wanted him to die. That's his item that he's dropped down there, which will be the Ring of Endurance that I was talking about in a previous part. One of the reasons I really wanted to kill him, not only just to reduce world tendency, but was to also get his ring, which will help with stamina recovery whilst wielding Demonbrandt. So I think I'll be putting that ring on straight away once I get to it. I've got to say that's pretty funny. Oh, and the good news is killing old King Doran does not affect your character tendency. There we go. And the ring, Eternal Warrior's Ring, that's what it's called. I couldn't remember what it was called. Increases stamina recovery speed. That ring is going to make wielding Demonbrandt so much better. Yeah, I was saying killing him doesn't affect character tendency. In Demon Souls, you don't get classified as having killed an enemy unless you put the final blow on them. So by knocking him off the ledge there, it doesn't classify in the game as me having killed him. He fell to his death. I didn't kill him. That's why I was happy to knock him off to his death with Storm Ruler instead of with Demonbrandt, because I'm playing by the game's rules, and in the game, unless you deliver the final blow, it doesn't classify as an actual kill. However, had I delivered the final blow to him and killed him, it still would not have affected my character tendency. Old King Doran does not matter, but he does, as far as character tendency go, but he does matter for world tendency. He has a huge impact on world tendency. It drops by the equivalent of having beaten 2 bosses. And now that that's true, all I have to do is go back and start killing myself and resurrecting myself into human form until Boleteria turns pure black to get Executioner Miralda to spawn. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. This hole will be the perfect place to fall off and die. I think I should only need to use 3 stones of ephemeral eyes to resurrect here to turn the world to pure black, because I killed old King Doran. If I hadn't killed him, I think I would have to use 5 stones, which would still leave me enough to do Prison of Hope, but that would use up all of my stones, and I really didn't want that because I'm going to want some stones to turn the Valley of Defilement to pure black. Wait, where are my souls? Where are my souls? Okay. Yeah, I was saying I don't want to use as many stones as possible to save them up so that I can turn the Valley of Defilement to pure black as well. I mean, that's my strategy, but the way I'm going, it seems like stones aren't that rare after all. As long as you don't die and use them over and over, there seem to be plenty, and I'm pretty sure by the time I've made my way along all of Latria, I'll have more than enough stones to turn the Valley of Defilement. The Swamps of Sorrow actually is the area where I'll need to turn it black, not Depraved Chasm. I'll turn it black just before getting to Selene, who's going to be the named Black Phantom I have to kill there. She'll be the last Black Phantom that I have to kill as well. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm going to kill myself closer to the spawn point. I don't need to kill myself in the hole again and have to run up here. I'll burn myself on a fire down here. Take a little bit longer, but save me having to run back to the hole, because when the world goes pure black, the entrance way to get to Executioner Miralda is basically right here. Alright, you can see the circle there is black with red dots moving around, so the world is pure black. Now the gate on the left of here will be open. Enemies will hit harder and be more aggressive, and Executioner Miralda should be hiding around behind a door. Unlike some of the other Black Phantom NPCs, I don't think she has any special powers for me to be aware of. Well, I hope not. I think she just hits hard. Just have to avoid her axe. Groups of Black Phantoms will spawn beforehand that I'll have to deal with, but they should be pretty weak. Around all, yeah, here. These guys should be pretty weak. Oh, why did I pick up that item? That cost me the Crystal Lizard. Oh well. I mean, I could reset the world again and get that Crystal Lizard, but it's not that important to me. So, yeah, I'll just let that one slide. More Black Phantoms will appear here, also weak. Alright, so Executioner Miralda will be next. What I want to do is I have the Hidden Soul Miracle. So I want to use the Hidden Soul Miracle before I go to fight her, just to see if it lets me sneak up on her. It might. She's going to be behind the door just to the left of here. I don't know if the Hidden Soul Miracle will help here at all, but I want to see. Maybe it will. Okay, I'm invisible. Let's see. Actually, let's use photo mode to find out which side of the door she's on. Right? No. There she is. That'll make a good thumbnail for the video. Executioner Miralda. On the left. Alright, let's see if she spots... Yep, straight away. Straight away she did. So, Hidden Soul didn't help when you're right up in her face, which is fair enough. Although she lost sight of me pretty fast there. Still don't reckon I can sneak up on her though. Let's find out. It's worn off. Doesn't last very long. Nope. I'm not fighting her down there. Terrible distance judgment. Oh, shit. For a minute there I thought I fell off, like, fully to my death or something. And that got me into a bit of a bad situation. She hits pretty hard. Not that hard, though. I feel like because you can take a few hits from her, this fight should be perfectly doable. That's the great thing about having Demonbrandt. Because I can't level it up with stats, I've been pouring them all into Vitality and Endurance so I can tank a lot of damage. I mean, this is still pretty early game, so the fact that I can tank so much of her damage is really, really cool. Of course, the flip side to that is early game, you need to be able to beat some difficult Black Phantoms in order to get some damage out of your sword. So it's a bit of a trade-off, but if you can beat them, then the rest of the game just becomes crazy easy. What I don't know is whether or not she will heal herself. I hope not. Pretty difficult getting to her back. I'll do it straight away as I say it. Maybe not so difficult after all. Doesn't look like she's going to heal, so that's a relief. All right. Okay, so what do we got now? My character tendency, yeah, I can't tell from that. But Demonbrandt is now plus 52 and plus 44. Excellent. So yep, that definitely worked. My character tendency went up and Demonbrandt's damage went up. So that's 2 of the named Black Phantom NPCs to kill to increase Demonbrandt's damage. There's 3 to go. Alright, so there's 2 items here to collect. One is the brushwood armor set, which is the one I'm going to now. It's at the bottom of the ladder. And the other is the item that I just went by that's on a beam. I don't know if I should try and grab the item that's on a beam. It's pretty hard to get and easy to fall to your death. This one's also a heavy armor. Yeah, I thought it might exceed my carry capacity. The brushwood armor set's a heavy armor set. I wouldn't be wearing it anyway. The item on the beam is a colorless demon soul, I believe, which is a pretty valuable item for upgrading certain things. It's not an item I'll be using though. I'm pretty much happy with my heater shield, and Demonbrandt doesn't require any materials or resources to upgrade it apart from killing black phantoms. So yeah, but I don't know, maybe I will try and get the item just for the hell of it. So you can see it down there on the beam. I think the idea is there's a broken beam here and you're really just meant to walk straight off it. But the 2 beams, I don't think they're perfectly lined up. I mean, they might be. It might be an optical illusion. But I feel like maybe... No, I think they're perfectly lined up. Should just be straight off the edge. I'm kind of facing to the right a bit though, so I need to kind of... If I turn the camera around... Maybe walk off a little bit towards the right. That should be fine. There we go. Now I just have to not fall off this. And at this point I'm pretty happy I bought an archstone because I didn't even think about that before I decided to jump down here and grab this. But I think this is a colorless demon soul. Yeah, there you go. Alright, now I can use an archstone to go back to the Nexus. Okay, so all of that went perfectly as planned, which means I now have enough stones to turn the Prison of Hope pure black, or should I say the Tower of Latria pure black, and then spawn Lord Riddell's Black Phantom on one of the floors of the Prison of Hope and get the next Demonbrandt upgrade. So I'll be heading to the Prison of Hope next, just using these souls right now, and I'll get a upgrade. Probably, I don't know, how many upgrades? Oh, I can do a couple. So, bit of endurance, bit of vitality.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
I don't know, I'm always so hesitant whether I should put it into endurance or vitality, but really I shouldn't be because it makes very little difference, these amounts right now. So just endurance and leave it at that. And now off to do the Prison of Hope.
May thy strength.
Not sure if I need another archstone for any reason. I don't think I will need another one. I have 5,000 souls. I could buy one, but yeah, I don't think I need it. Anyway, Prison of Hope is next. So thanks for watching this part, and I'll see you in the next one.